Okay, folks, quick question for you. Have you ever been browsing around, mooching around on Amazon, happening across what look to be interesting action figure accessories, but they're perhaps a bit janky, or they're from overseas, or they've got no reviews, or the description is clearly written by someone where English is their second or third language, and you've thought, I'll give it a miss? Well, never fear, I'm here to help. I am launching today a new series that I am calling Amazon Action Figure Accessories Reviews. It rolls very neatly off the tongue, where I'm going to pluck some of those random janky action figure accessory items off the Amazon website, order them, get them shipped to my house, open them up on camera, share a quick review with you so you then know whether it is actually a half decent product or not. And, you know, if it is, great, that's win-win for all of us. If it isn't, well, I've absorbed that risk. I've taken the pain on your behalf. So I'm Chris, this is MoDXtra Games and Collectibles, and in today's installment, we're going to take a look at the Ultechnovo action figure stand with energy effects, specifically the red flame effects. Let's go. Okay then, folks, well, here it is on screen right now, surrounding me in my little box on Amazon.com. I've gone to .com because I think there'll be more folks in the US watching this than elsewhere. And this is a prime example of those kind of janky Amazon action figure accessories that I was talking about in that little intro there. The title, straight away, if I read it out to you, it's the Ultechnovo action figure stand, comma, clear doll stand holder, comma, assembly action figure display holder figurine model support stand, bracket red, brand Ultechnovo. It's a proper mouthful. It's the same product, I've checked, it's the same product on Amazon.com as it is on Amazon.co.uk. So this one here that I've got in hand to take a look at with you guys in a moment is exactly the same as the one that we're looking at on screen here. Comes in at, well, depending on which one you get, anywhere from $15 and 30 odd cents to just short of $16, which is about 13 quid-ish for me here in the United Kingdom. If you're interested in exploring this yourself any further, there will be a link in the description down below to go and take a look. If you click it, it'll take you straight to this one here, or if you're in the UK, it'll take you to the UK version, providing I've configured the link correctly. I do have to let you know that's an Amazon affiliate link, so if you do use that to make a purchase of the Ultechnovo action figure stand, comma, clear doll stand holder, comma, assembly action figure display holder figurine model support stand, bracket red, then I'll get a tiny little kickback on that. You've been notified as per my terms and conditions. But yeah, you can see it's got all those kind of hallmarks of the kind of odd, random, janky kind of Amazon listing. If we go into the picture gallery here, you know, like weird photoshopped demonstrations of the product in use. There's a great one here where they've taken obviously a stock photo of a desk and then photoshopped the stand in action with an artist's doll attached to it and just sort of randomly placed it on the edge of this stock photo and then put the rest of the product in a cutaway there, which is all a bit random. But otherwise, looking at it, it tends to have the same sort of style approach, engineering as these kind of flight stands you get all over the place, with the kind of screwed in points of articulation on the arm, then the little clamp at the top, and this sort of square with the different holes so you can move around the arm. The measurements feel roughly the same as other ones I've got, or the cheap ones I've got in the collection. But the difference with this one, of course, is it comes with these energy effects, and these are what caught my eye. I've gone for the flame effect because I'm thinking I might do something with this with my Dark Phoenix that I picked up a couple of months back. But if I go back to the main page, you can see there's all sorts of different colours here. There's like a black swooshy one. If I go to, there you go, that's a better illustration of it. There's a blue energy watery kind of one. Oh, didn't click on it properly. Let's do that again. Blue energy kind of watery one there, look. Then we've got a purpley one, a red flamey one, and then like a yellow flamey one. So there's all different configurations. I've just chosen to go on for the flamey one because there was a particular character that I thought I'd try it out with. And so yeah, there you go. And as you can see, no reviews. The way it's written is that kind of AI language that's been used to generate the description there. Very little information. Country of origin is China, which is fully confirmed by the packaging. We'll take a look at that in a moment. It's all in Mandarin with just a little English sticker there. So yeah, no reviews, look, nothing in there. So it could be a risk for your $16. That could be a risk for your $16, and a question of value as well. Like, is one stand with some flame effects value enough? Who knows? Let's take a look. So let's jump over to the overhead camera and take a look at it, shall we? Okay, then, well, we can see it's called Model Effect in English, but the rest of the text, largely speaking, is in Mandarin throughout the, throughout the package. You can see that on the back there as well, all in Mandarin. I did do the old translate thing with the phone camera, and it's all just kind of like flame effect, battle action, don't eat the parts, that kind of thing. Don't give them to little kids, all that sort of stuff. And then we've got the little Amazon sticker here with the English breakdown of it. So, yeah, pretty standard in this kind of plastic packaging. I don't know if that's therefore had an impact on the sturdiness and shape of all the extra gubbins in there, but let me get it torn open. There we go. A little bin here under the desk. Let's take that out there like this. So the base stand. Well, that's quite a large chunky flame effect actually. Got some more flamey effects here. Now there was some promotional photos on the webpage that I had a look at that seem to imply that you can clip these onto the arms, but I'm not fully certain. A little bag of screws. I'll get me a little screwdriver out in a sec. That looks like the arms and the figure clamp, and then just a bit of promotional packaging. Doesn't appear to have any instructions, just showing off the other available products and whatnot there. It's even out my lighting. It's ironic that the light I've put to combat the big light shadow has created a shadow of its own. So obviously, absent any instructions, I'm going to have to kind of figure out the building of the stand for myself. I believe I am up to the task, but, time will tell. Okay, so I feel like the base footprint on this is a little smaller, actually, than some others I've picked up. Does feel like quite a brittle plastic, but should be all right. Don't really know what these pieces are at this moment in time, other than perhaps some pegs to cover up the holes. Let's get the arms open. Yeah. Let's just start twizzling all these bits off here. I have to get the knife on that. Get these little bits off the side. It's got these little kind of plastic moulding pieces. Right, okay then. So let's have a look. This one looks like that fits in there. So yeah, this is standard. If you've had one of these in hands before, you kind of put the bolt in on one side, he says, making a hash of it. Put the bolt in on one side and then screw the screw through the other, and it's quite clear from the frame shape in the plastic which one goes in which side. That one looks like it goes there. Screw the next arm in. And then we've got the other peg on the other side there. Well, I could do with a bit of trimming off, actually. Does that get in the way of its swivel? Yes, it does. There we go. Just carve that away with a craft knife there. Let's pop that one in there. I appear to have an extra screw. I feel like, have I missed something? I don't know. So are these little pegs to go in there? No, that's not right. Too loose. Okay, so I've constructed that, and it is, in the grand scheme of cheap and cheerful flight stands, not too bad at all. Good kind of resistance in the points of articulation there to hold your figure firm. This base point that plugs into the larger base is a bit loose, but it's not too bad when it's upright like that. But yeah, the points of articulation and these clampy arms are nice and resistant too, so it's not too bad at all in comparison to other cheap and cheerful kind of flight stands of this nature. But let's now take a closer look at the energy effects. Okay, so these aren't too bad really. They're very firm. They're very firm, brittle plastic. But they've got the little kind of opaque, wispy bits at the end. That transparent red body throughout. They're interesting shapes. You can kind of see what they are and what they're going for. Just a kind of uncontrollable flame effect there. And they do, in fact, have a little grippy, clippy section to attach to, well, I suppose the arm of your stand there, or to the figure itself. All right then, well, here we go. I've had to heat them up. Those little clampy sections to fit around these arms were very rigid, but a little bit of a warm water bath took care of that. And look at that, you can kind of jigsaw them all together to make this crazy flame effect up the arm there, which is really sweet. Also, inquiring minds will want to know, I had a little go at the following. The lighting's not very good on Jean Grey right now, but you can absolutely pop a hand off and slide the flame effects down onto her hands like that, look. All right then, so I've just thrown this together, filming the footage on my phone right now, ladies and gents. You'll excuse the little peek at the kind of behind-the-scenes mess of the MoDXtra operation. Let me just click on that so it focuses on the Phoenix there. And I don't know, it's not too bad, is it? I've made a little kind of jigsaw of the flames behind her on there. I might want to put some further up. But just for a quick mock-up job, that's not too bad. This one's a bit loose, so there's a bit more exploration and fidgeting and fiddling. What I would say is that it needs a third arm or longer arms on it because it's a bit short and stumpy for holding the female book in particular, because there's not a great, point to latch around with the thinner waist. I tried doing the legs, and these clamps aren't great for legs, so it could do with an extra arm really, but I could probably rustle one up from out the bits box from some old broken ones from back in the day. But this big old flame effect behind here and these extra little bits of flame effect do definitely add a little something for sure. I don't know, but well, let me know what you think. Drop down into the comments below and tell me what you think. Do the flame effects add a little something or not? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. So as always with these things, I suppose it's a question of perceived value. What did I say that was? 13 quid I spent on that for a single stand with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flame effects. One of them pretty good, big chunky flame effect that I think could be usable across a range of lines that I play with and a range of lines that I like to photograph. I kind of costed it up. The individual stands over here tend to go for about 5-6 quid, which makes those flame effects coming in at around £6-7. I had a quick look on Etsy, and comparable flame effect items are coming in at sort of £10 a piece, 3D printed type stuff that's knocking around out there, although admittedly slightly better looking, like, a little bit more individual care, but they're probably not producing it at that kind of volume. So am I pleased with it? Well, yeah, I am. I think I am. Perhaps a little bit cheaper, maybe down to a tenner, would have been a more attractive proposition for me for sure. But I'm not. I don't feel like I've wasted my cash necessarily. The flight stand will definitely get use, although I think it'd be better with a male book figure than a female book figure, or just spend a bit more time. I've just thrown it together quickly to make the video. I didn't faff around all that long, so a little bit more tinkering might get me to a better place with that. So yeah, I think there's worse things you could drop, 16 bucks stroke 13 quid on. If you're looking to enhance your display, and depending on the type of character you're trying to enhance, they've got all the different colours and configurations as well. So I'll leave the decision down to you folks whether you perceive the value in that. But I'm definitely going to make good use of it. And that big one at the back there, oof, yeah, really into that one. That's I think I'm going to find quite a few uses for that. And those little touches, like the fact they've put the little gaps in them so you can attach them to limbs or to the arms of the stand, I think are a nice touch, yeah. So there you go. All right, well, that's the Ultechnovo figure stand bracket red. I've shortened it. If you do like the look of it and want to pick one up yourself, I'll reiterate, there is an Amazon affiliate link down in the description below. If you use that, it's win-win because you get to do the shopping that you're planning on doing anyway, and I get a little kickback that helps me continue to pick up more items of this nature for future reviews of this nature. I've already made a little wish list of a few items that I've got my eye on that I think I would like to check out, but I'm open to feedback. Let me know again in the comments down below, or drop me a message, or hit me up on Discord if you see me around and about, as to whether this is a series that you'd like to see more of, you found it beneficial, maybe there's some products you'd like to suggest of these kind of janky, low-cost bits and bobs, and if you do your bit, using the Amazon affiliate link, that'll create that kind of self-financing cycle where I can grab this stuff and we can all pitch in together to crack that nut and find out whether these random action figure accessories on Amazon are worth our time. All right, well, that's it. I'll wrap that one up there. Thanks so very much for watching. Hope to see you around these parts again sometime soon, and have a great day. All right, ta-ra, folks.